All right, so it is February 28th, and right now is the time that we need to be spraying our weeds out of our cool season food plots if you're using herbicide to control weeds. Ideally, we probably would have sprayed the weeds out a few weeks ago. And so the reason we're really trying to get our weeds controlled prior to heading into spring greenup is two or threefold. Number one, weeds are most susceptible to herbicides the younger they are. So the more mature we allow the weeds to get, the less susceptible they are to herbicide and the less effective our weed control program will be. Number two, if we allow our weeds to roll into spring greenup, they will be taking up valuable growing space that we want our planted forages to be using as we head into spring greenup and early summer. So if we control our weeds, early February into mid-February, certainly by the end of February, there will be vacant growing space that the weeds were consuming that can now be filled in by our planted forages heading into spring greenup. The last thing we want is to either not control our weeds at all and have, a bunch of weeds that are not high quality deer forage and poor structure. We do not want those to be taking up valuable growing space once growing conditions get really good in spring greenup. So today we've got 70 degrees, full sunshine, plants are actively photosynthesizing, and it is a perfect time to spray weeds because they will have really good herbicide uptake. And then the cool season forages that we're gonna keep in the food plot that we're not spraying with herbicides will be able to actively fill in that growing space heading into spring greenup and produce a really high quality stand heading into spring, early summer, and even midsummer, depending on what species we have planted.